There really can be a big difference between understanding what something is or how it gets used and understanding why it gets used. And in the modern world of business, that's called a use case. So what are the use cases that drive adoption of NSX? The good news is it's pretty simple to divide this into three main categories. The first is security, the second is automation, and the third is application continuity. On the security side, the biggest aspect is what we're going to refer to as the distributed firewall, which allows us to embrace the idea of micro-segmentation. Instead of thinking in terms of perimeter defense, we now look at the idea of defending each and every interface of a particular VM. And because that VM could represent a device that exists anywhere in the network, the idea of a DMZ protected web server or other front-end server can be anywhere. And that virtual machine might be a virtual desktop rather than just a server, which means that the last laptop scandal is not going to be an issue for you. That micro-segmentation is just so powerful to define policies to determine exactly where our security boundaries should be. And of course, this integrates with third-party elements as well. So let's not put the cart before the horse. Let's make sure this is clear. Security is a use case for NSX. If you need security because you're a bank or a healthcare provider or somebody with valuable resources that cannot be exposed, NSX is a technology that can very tightly protect those resources. When we talk about automation, VMware likes the phrase IT at the speed of business. Understand that NSX is designed to embrace the same type of automation technologies that we see with vSphere and vSAN. In other words, we've already been able to have tools to automate the process of rolling out virtual machines and rolling out storage for those virtual machines, but we had no way to consistently roll out the networking to support those virtual machines until NSX. So with these infrastructures in place, we can use a technology like vRealize or OpenStack with the RESTful API to be able to deploy the package of virtualization that needs to be rolled out for new business needs very quickly. So if our business is supporting multi-tenancy and needs to be able to quickly respond to customer demands externally or internally, then this aspect of being able to support automation is huge. It's not just that you can have the networks, you can have the networks essentially scripted to roll out based upon your configuration, based upon how people fill out the form that is set up on the front end. Our third core use case and reason for investing in NSX is because we're a part of a company that needs continuity, whether we're talking about disaster recovery, integrating with the cloud to be able to support boosting and load balancing. Our beauty of virtualization comes about because we've virtualized the network. The physical network does not have to see the virtual networks that are there, so it doesn't matter whether a VM is in site A, site B, up in the cloud. It's all the same. So we can support active site load balancing, disaster recovery. It can be in the cloud, and it causes us no grief and in fact extends the ability to use our resources. So when we're trying to forecast our budget and figure out if we're going to be investing in NSX, we should be asking ourselves if this kind of security and automation and continuity that is available with virtualized networking is what we want to invest in. I hope this has been informative for you, and I'd like to thank you for viewing.